Greetings, Keishlings. Keish Prime here with my live reaction of Mashle, Magic and Muscles, Chapter 59. Okay, because, work and everything, I'm just tired and low energy or whatever. Sorry that this is late. So you'll be getting like a triple play of Undead Unluck, Mashle, of course, and Dr. Stone all today. So check them out if they interest you. But anyway, let's get to the magical mayhem with muscles. Music versus muscles. But anyway, the title is Mash Bernadette and the Magical Maestro. Okay. He's got his dukes up. And Macaron, he kind of looks like he's got his dukes up but holding on to his wand. So that's kind of interesting. Let's see here. So show me what you're capable of. Sounds fa. So okay, a giant musical wall is about to crash into Mash. And oh crap. Yeah, he can't punch sound. And exactly what I said was going to happen. It ruptured both of his eardrums. Is that going to throw off his equilibrium? And will he go drunken master or something? Please, so you think these are parlor tricks? A punch isn't enough to topple one of my spells. Say again, as just blood is just squirting out of his ear. You're poorly matched against me. Sounds fa. So another one. He's trying to block like you can just block that. No, no, no. Uh-oh. Knocked him to the ground, it looks like. Oh, it's really ringing with him now. He'll have tinnitus. This is a slaughter. Macaron's personal magic is too strong. I can't block it. The pain comes from inside. I should have expected it. I'll be let down. Still, how sad. You weren't the tartar sauce I was seeking. Oh, Lord. That frickin' lovely shrimp that he had last chapter, but it's like, no, cocktail sauce, not tartar. Sounds. Surround orchestra. Okay, that's kind of what I thought was eventually going to happen, but that is not how I thought it would look. I thought he would like have just like music flowing of like different instruments and stuff, and you might get like a little imagery, but no, it's like solid speaker Victrola kind of things coming out of the ground. Interesting. Now for the finale. And they're all pointed down and just boom. Kind of like I'm picturing like that sound effect from War of the Worlds. Blah, I can't talk today. When the aliens are like the tripods are walking around, the sound they make, that's kind of what I'm imagining this to be. And what I tried to replicate, but I couldn't. Anyway, so there's Calder, and the buddies in the peanut galley are like, Mash! Well, Lance doesn't look to be too shocked, or just fright for his friend. He didn't stand a chance, says the even more so peanut gallery. No, so one-sided. I guess that's why Macaron's a genius. And there's order. So he's just like, And Calder is, Macaron didn't even need to go all out to finish this match. Wait, Macaron senses something. He's like, He's gone. Oh my God, he dug underground and he's pulling you under, isn't he? Yep. Headhunter Jutsu is about what this amounted to. It's like, oh dear. How'd he get buried? Something's in the earth. Yep, here he comes popping out. So he's just dusting himself off, and the ground is surprisingly looks untouched. You found a way to avoid my reverberations. But how? I saw everything. So he dove under the ground as if it was fucking water. Finn saw everything. Finn sees everything. Like, what? Does he have sight magic or something? Right before the spell hit, Mash dug into the ground. Sound waves oscillate, and that oscillation decreases as it meets with obstacles. Hence why, sound, like canceling or at least somewhat neutralizing materials do exist. But anyway, and why people have deafening fences and stuff for highways. And that, let's see here. So he dug into the earth to use it as a sound dampener, but then he'd need to travel faster than the speed of sound. Definitely freaky. Yeah, that's a feat in itself, just digging into the ground, but the fact that he was doing it faster than sound. Quadrupeds. They're not four-legged, idiot. Quadriceps magic? No way. He about to kick him in the face. Guillotine kick. So hard it knocked him out of the ground. And he went flying. Sick, says the gallery. I can't believe it. He took out Macaron in one blow. What a champ. That man's Bernadette. Okay, and he's dashed over to him and he's on top of him. Are we cool with pinning people down in magic school now? It's a beat. Oh god, he's just like. Mash isn't letting up. Holy shit, he's going in both arms now. Isn't he going too far? Not at all. On an instinctual level, Mash Bernadette is aware that this is what I sought. What did you sought? Something. Oh god. Macaron, you should have just left him in the ground because I think something bad's about to happen. He's going to unleash magic like we've never seen before, isn't he? Now I'll show you what I'm capable of. Sounds. What the? Of Margaret's. Metamorphosis. True power. Okay, sounds are just coming off of his body. That's a spell to unleash magic power. Metamorphosis is? Okay. I wonder if that's a thing for is that just for him, or could it be used by anybody in that regard? That's a question. Because seemingly, Calder, I'm sure he can sense the magic and everything and can feel that it's going up. But he's making it seem like that's actually a spell that anyone potentially could learn. And if that's the case, everyone should learn it. And Mash looks a little shocked at this. Okay. So that's the power of music is what we're finally seeing. Sounds themselves. Mash seemingly has recovered from the busted eardrums way too quickly. I was hoping that we'd get a little bit of he'd be viewed as a not a very powerful opponent, but then he'd use drunken master style fighting skills or something. Say and then we get a little flashback with him in his childhood with Regrowth and or Regrowth, and it was during their training or whatever. It's Mash accidentally popped his eardrums or busted his eardrums once before, and during their training and stuff, and it's he continued to try and train, but because his equilibrium was off, he just started fighting like a drunk. But over time, he got better at it. And Regrowth's like, okay, that'll be a secret technique for you. And he's like, what'd you say, Pops? Quit punching me, boy. Kind of a deal. Something like that. That would have been an interesting twist to make. But, maybe could still be a thing. Like, maybe he tried to evade the sound attacks. But, they're coming on such a large volume that probably wouldn't be able to happen. So unless he, keeps digging under the ground, which I did like that he kind of did the headhunter jutsu from Naruto, where they, you dig underground and you just pull your opponent underneath until only their head is left. So, yeah, and then he just started wailing on him. You could have easily have just considered it a win from that, because, could he have cast magic? I'm not sure. I would assume so. As long as he had his wand in his hand, because seemingly you need a wand to cast magic in this world, so... Though, I guess there's probably been at least one example of that not being the case, but... We have to... Excuse me. A little tit for tat on that one, but mostly you seemingly need a wand. So yeah. I'm sure there will be cases in the future where that's not. So you think, aha, I've disarmed you of your wand. You can't use any magic. Give up. It's like, who said the wand was a catalyst for magic? It is only an amplifier. And I've unlocked power that you would never even know. That twig was not necessary. It's like, oh shit. Something like that. That has to be a thing. But anyway, so yeah, this battle is going to continue. The fact that Mash even tried to fight against sound waves is kind of ridiculous. Fist go through? That's about how it turned out. But yeah, I wish he would go Drunken Master, but it seems like he recovered, so I don't think we're going to get that, unless somehow he continues to get, injured. Further with his eardrums, which, they've already busted and they're bleeding. So it's like, I don't know how much more damage you're going to do, but potentially the case, he just keeps getting a shock to his brain, and then he just kind of gets dizzy and then goes into Drunken Master, maybe. I don't know. He might end up with some kind of concussion given to all those, just bombardments of sound. Which then also makes you wonder, is there a soundproof dome around the audience? Because they seemingly aren't being harmed by this, even though they should be all blasted too. Especially that last attack. Even though it was facing towards the ground, the fact that we don't know exactly how far down Mash even dug to dampen that, they're almost right on top of it. So the sounds would have still reverberated outward because they go everywhere. You can't just direct them in one way. They come out in all directions. So, those audience members would have all been deaf. Unless there's some kind of protection in place. But we could go on all day about that. But, so yeah. Mash almost had a win. But, Macronu he's got more power. And he's already pulled out the orchestra, so I'm actually kind of wondering what kind of powers he got. Is he actually going to start materializing more instruments? He kind of had the Victrola kind of speaker things going on there. But what if he starts summoning up ghosts that are all playing various instruments in an orchestra? It's Corpse Orchestra or something like that. So that could be interesting. Or what if he gets rid of sound as well? That would be the inverse of his ability of producing sound would be to cancel them. And then he could maybe, if he disorients, Mash enough with bombardments to where he just can't see anymore because his brain is being so rattled at that point. and he just can't even comprehend what's going on, he could then just cancel all that sound, and because he can't focus for a few moments, he can just cancel his own sound, come up behind him, and then just blast him in the back or something. I could see that, but we will see. Will we get Drunken Master? Will we get Ghost Orchestra? Will we get sound canceling magic next? Who knows? But anyway, that's about all I have to say about the chapter. Let me know your own thoughts and opinions on it. Anything I misunderstood, please let me know down below. Check out my other content, see what you like, suggest things for the future. I'm on the road to 500 subs by the end of the month, so help out if you can. 500. But yeah. Links down below for all my social media so you can keep up with my content and have ways to contact me. I stream on Twitch where I do gaming, and I'll tweet out when I go live. Part of the One Punch Man podcast on Grim Reaper's channel, so go check that out. And as always, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, Quichling, we getting blasted by sound. Someone get the foam padding.